TV soap news and spoilers, the dark secret threatening to shatter the Dupree family and Beyond the Gates. In the shadowy, tension-soaked world of Beyond the Gates, secrets fester like wounds, threatening to tear apart the fragile bonds of the Dupree family. At the heart of this gripping drama lies Martin Dupree, a man haunted by a terrible truth that has cast a long, ominous shadow over his life. For 2 years, Martin has carried the weight of a fateful night that changed everything. A night cloaked in mystery, betrayal, and tragedy. As viewers know, Ted holds the key to this devastating secret, and the question looms: will he finally reveal the horrific truth to Nicole, Martin's unsuspecting wife, and shatter their family forever? Let's dive into the labyrinth of deception and unravel how this explosive storyline might unfold, with every twist tightening the noose around Martin's carefully constructed facade. The drama escalates with the sudden reappearance of Kenneth, a mysterious figure whose arrival in town sends shockwaves through the Dupree household. Kenneth is no ordinary stranger. He is a predator, armed with knowledge of Martin's darkest moment and intent on using it to extort the family. His presence is a chilling reminder of that cursed night 2 years ago, a night that binds Martin, Kenneth, and Kenneth's deceased brother in a web of guilt and regret. Though the full details of what transpired remain shrouded in ambiguity, one thing is clear: Kenneth's brother paid the ultimate price, and Martin's actions, whether intentional or accidental, played a pivotal role in his demise. Kenneth's return is not just a threat, it's a reckoning, forcing Martin to confront the ghosts he spent years trying to bury. Kenneth's blackmail scheme is as calculated as it is cruel. He slinks into the Dupree's lives with a predator's patience, dropping cryptic hints and veiled threats that keep Martin on edge. The tension is palpable as Martin grapples with the fear of exposure, his every move scrutinized by a man who knows too much. For viewers, Kenneth's motives are as intriguing as they are unsettling. Is he driven by grief for his brother, or is there a deeper, more sinister agenda at play? Whatever his endgame, Kenneth's presence is a catalyst, setting off a chain of events that will unravel the secret Martin has fought so hard to conceal. What exactly happened on that fateful night 2 years ago? The show has teased fragments of the truth, but the full picture remains tantalizingly out of reach. We know that Martin and Vernon, his loyal but morally compromised ally, were involved in an incident that left Kenneth's brother dead. The details are murky. Was it an accident, a crime of passion, or something far more calculated? Whispers of a cover-up swirl, with Martin and Vernon going to great lengths to erase any evidence of their involvement. Yet, the past refuses to stay buried, and the consequences of their actions are creeping closer with every episode. The stakes are heightened by the revelation that Martin's secret is not his alone. A tangled network of accomplices and bystanders is implicated, each with their own reasons for keeping silent. Vernon, Anita, and Bill form the inner circle, their loyalty to Martin, or perhaps their fear of exposure, binding them to the conspiracy. But the web extends further, ensnaring unexpected players like Elon Hawthorne, the powerful and enigmatic father of Jacob. Elon's involvement adds a layer of intrigue, suggesting that the incident may have far-reaching implications beyond the Dupree family. What does a man of Elon's stature stand to lose if the truth comes to light? And how does his connection to Martin tie into the broader mystery? Even more shocking is the involvement of Jacob's partners, Detective Marcel Malone and Joey Armstrong. Marcel, a seasoned investigator with a reputation for dogged pursuit of the truth, is an unlikely conspirator. His presence in the cover-up raises questions about his integrity. Has he been compromised, or is he playing a deeper game? Joey, on the other hand, is a wild card, his motives as unpredictable as his actions. Together, this unlikely trio adds complexity to the narrative, hinting at a conspiracy that spans personal vendettas, professional corruption, and hidden alliances. Perhaps the most devastating revelation is that Ted, a trusted figure in the Dupree family's inner circle, has known Martin's secret all along. Ted's silence is a betrayal in itself, a quiet complicity that has allowed Martin's deception to fester. For viewers, Ted's knowledge is a ticking time bomb, poised to detonate at the worst possible moment. Will he finally break his silence and reveal the truth to Nicole, Martin's devoted wife, who remains blissfully unaware of her husband's sins? The prospect is as thrilling as it is heartbreaking, promising a confrontation that could redefine the family's future. Ted's internal struggle is a masterclass in character development. He is torn between loyalty to Martin and the moral imperative to come clean. Every glance, every hesitated word, betrays the turmoil brewing beneath his calm exterior. Ted's decision to speak, or remain silent, will be a pivotal moment, one that could either redeem him or cement his role as an enabler of Martin's downfall. For Nicole, the truth will be a devastating blow, shattering the illusion of her perfect marriage and forcing her to confront the man she thought she knew. The fallout promises to be explosive, with Nicole's reaction likely to ripple through the entire cast of characters. As the walls close in, Martin is pushed to the brink. No longer content to live in fear, he hatches a desperate plan to bury his secret once and for all. This is not the act of a man seeking redemption but of one fighting for survival, willing to cross any line to protect his family, or himself. The specifics of Martin's scheme remain unclear, but the show's writers have hinted at a high-stakes gambit that will test his cunning and resolve. Will he attempt to silence Kenneth permanently, or is there a more elaborate plot at play? Whatever his strategy, Martin's actions are sure to have unintended consequences, further entangling him in the very mess he seeks to escape. Martin's descent into desperation is a tragic arc, transforming him from a flawed but sympathetic figure into something darker. His plan is a gamble, one that could either secure his freedom or seal his doom. The tension lies in the uncertainty. Will Martin outsmart his enemies, or has he underestimated the forces aligned against him? Kenneth, with his unrelenting pursuit, is a formidable adversary, and Ted's potential betrayal looms large. The stage is set for a dramatic showdown, with Martin's fate hanging in the balance. At the heart of this maelstrom is Nicole, the unwitting victim of Martin's deception. Her blissful ignorance is both her shield and her vulnerability, making the inevitable revelation all the more poignant. When Ted finally tells her the truth, or if Martin confesses in a moment of desperation, Nicole's world will collapse. The show has built her character as a pillar of strength, but this betrayal may push her to her breaking point. Will she stand by Martin, or will the weight of his sins drive a permanent wedge between them? Nicole's reaction will be a defining moment, not just for her character but for the entire narrative. The emotional stakes are sky-high as viewers anticipate Nicole's response. Will she unleash her fury, confronting Martin in a scene of raw, unfiltered pain? Or will she retreat into herself, grappling with the betrayal and quiet devastation? The writers have an opportunity to craft a moment of profound catharsis, one that resonates with audiences and elevates Beyond the Gates to new heights of emotional intensity. As Beyond the Gates hurtles toward its next chapter, the tension is unbearable. Martin's secret, once a closely guarded truth, is now a powder keg, with multiple players holding matches. Kenneth's blackmail, Ted's looming confession, and Martin's reckless plan converge in a perfect storm, threatening to destroy everything the Duprees hold dear. The involvement of Vernon, Anita, Bill, Elon, Marcel, and Joey only deepens the intrigue, suggesting a conspiracy far grander than anyone could have imagined. For viewers, the wait is agonizing. How will Nicole react when the truth finally comes to light? Can Martin outmaneuver his enemies, or is his downfall inevitable? And what role will Ted play in the unfolding drama, savior, traitor, or something in between? One thing is certain, Beyond the Gates is poised to deliver a revelation that will leave audiences reeling, forever altering the course of the Dupree family story. We hope you enjoyed it and look forward to sharing more with you in the future. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe TV soap news and spoilers for more updates on Beyond the Gates.